Hey up, Meodes, it is King Rowie here, the king of craft beer, the king of beer reviewers and beer reviewers, either or, it doesn't matter, does it? The king of hangovers at the minute, king of wishful thinking maybe, but yeah, you've got a double dose of Rowie this week with maybe I might even go live tomorrow night as well because I am enjoying these live videos. I get upwards of an hour's increase in view times whenever I do a live video. So, that's definitely worth it. And this one isn't going to be one of those 2-hour-long monstrosities that I sometimes do. This is going to be a maybe 5 to 10 minute long video. Maybe we'll say around the 10-minute long sort of video. Maybe 15 minutes. It'll be a multiple of 5 basically. And we have got. I said I was going to get it when it came out. It's now out, so I have now got it, and we have got Cloudwater, the Veil, Chubbles X. So this is a quad IPA, a quadruple IPA. It is a 12%er. So I dread to think how many units is in this can. There's going to be, oh Lord of mercy, there's going to be loads of units in there. There's going to be so many units in there. Like 7. I mean, there's going to be so many units in there. Yeah, so obviously Cloudwater, Manchester Brewery, the Vale, Richmond, Virginia. Every year they do Chubbles. Every year I get Chubbles, and this year for the first time they've done a quadruple IPA version of Chubbles, which I am not going to lie, I am very, very happy about. That makes me exceedingly happy. If only for the fact that this year they didn't do that stupid sort of 5% pale ale version of Chubbles, which is rubbish and nobody wanted. But yeah, but everyone, all the sort of like, this is session beer. Shut up! I don't want a session beer. I want a double IPA and a triple IPA. Now, I have bought this. I bought this from Brew Cavern in Nottingham City Centre. The only problem is, I've probably had about 5 or 6 quad IPAs over the years, and not one of them has been anything more than shite. So I would be lying if I was to say my expectations are through the roof on this one. I imagine it's going to be an overly sweet bag of shit. We'll say it how it is. I'm going to assume it's going to be an overly sweet bag of shit. But but at least it cost me £13.80. So that's all that really matters, is that we have got a beer here in a style which historically is awful, but I've got a lot of faith that if anyone can win me round to quadruple IPAs, it will be Cloudwater and the Vale. Although Locker Poly, I think, as they were at the time, Poly's now Poly's Brew, they did a quad IPA as a Christmas beer a while back, and I thought that was quite nice, but I was drinking it on Christmas Day with a Christmas dinner. So yeah, even though roast dinners are a bit wank, I'm not a big fan of roast dinners. Too much food. I don't want that. Why have a roast dinner? Tacos exist. Tacos are fucking banging. Well, Mr. Bate, I am glad that you enjoyed it. That is, that's a, you're a man with a good palate, just like me. So it is awesome in that case. I haven't done the most basic of research as to what the hops are. I'll do that now. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's only me and Mikey Boy anyway. So I'll just go on Brew Cavern's website. Unless someone can let me know in the comments beforehand, that would be, this is shoddy. This is rubbish. Like, this is the sort of thing the beer hooligan used to do, when he'd like just go off screen and blatantly be reading something as if he was, it knew it off the top of his head. I'm doing that now, but I'm at least making it perfectly clear. I'm just reading this on my phone. I had about an hour to do all this as well, and did none of it. So yeah, Chubbles X, Cloudwater. I'll just read the blurb off of here. The next step in our collaboration with the Vale Brewing Co. from Richmond, Virginia. This quad IPA is quadruple dry hopped using enhanced hopping techniques to create an insanely hoppy beer. We've jam-packed this quipper with 9 juicy hops. Good, because at first I only thought it had 3 hop types in. So the fact that it's got 9 in means I would never have been able to have just reeled them off anyway. Including Centennial, Mosaic, Strata, Columbus, Galaxy, Enigma, Citra, Nelson, and Eldorado. Okay, don't say including and then list all of them. Do you know what I mean? Just say these are the hops. Don't be douchebags. If you're going to say including, then just do 7. Do you know what I mean? Don't say we've done 9, including, then list all 9. Yeah, that's not how that works, dickheads. But Yeah, to create a flavor bomb of ripe mango, fresh orange juice with a touch of pine to balance out the finish. Chubbles X. So that sounds absolutely fantastic. I like all those hops, all of them. Yeah, so they're all great. So yeah, that is good times. There's enough of this nonsense now. I'm going to get it opened. We're going to get it in the glass. I have got the classic Chubbles glass there. I've actually got the Chubbles glass from last year, or maybe the year before over there. It's a little one on the back over there with the sort of money bags in. I don't use that one though, as it is a shite. It is just like, it just holds a half. Ridiculous. No one drinks halves. Losers drink halves. 2/3. I'm getting it bloody slurped, Beatty. Don't worry. So yeah. So yeah, that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Let's get this opened. We'll get it into the Chubbles glass, and then we'll get it bloody slurped. It's looking good. It's smelling good. And that's just the host. That's just this guy. But yeah, it's looking and smelling great. I do smell very good, actually. I tend to wear a lot of Lush body sprays, as you can see there. That's my collection of Lush body sprays. I'm currently, today I'm wearing Lord of Misrule, so I don't know what that means. Stupid name, but so's Chubbles to an extent. So let's have a little sniff. Oh, there's pineapple, there's mango, there's orange, but the pineapple's more of the, do you know, the sort of mixed juice tropical cordials that you get, like when it's just undiluted. It's more that than sort of like fresh, sort of like that, or the syrup. Do you know what I mean? Like that actual like sugar syrup that the chunks come in. But it looks great. It smells bloody lovely. This might be the first time a quadruple IPA's been on the channel, so there's enough bollocks. Let's get it bloody slurped, shall we? That is bloody lovely. That is really, really nice. It's definitely got a little boozy kick right at the back, which you kind of would expect with a 12% IPA. But it's not a sugary mess like I thought it would do. It's super thick, like it literally coats your mouth. It has got a bit of hot burn right at the very end, but I suppose I might buy another can and just leave it for a few more weeks, like I do with all my putties and stuff like that. Yeah, I might buy another can or so and leave it a couple of weeks to see how that mellows out in the can. But yeah, that is, I mean, it being the best quad IPA I've ever had isn't as much of a flex as they might think it is. Do you know what I mean? Because every other quad IPA I've ever had has tasted like a hooker's arsehole. Do you know what I mean? They've never been good. So so it's not high praise, but at the same time, it is fantastic. It is actually really, really good. It is just almost like a sort of slightly more enhanced. Well, like it said in the blurb, it is like a more enhanced version of Chubbles enhanced. It is really, really good. Christmas is only 7 months away, so I could probably get a can of this, and if I put it in the back end of the fridge in the cold enough section, then again, fuck it, something like Overtone will do a quad IPA between now and Christmas, or someone else will do something like that. But that is marvelous. That is really good. It is a shame this year they didn't do the double IPA version of Chubbles, because as much as I love a triple IPA, double IPAs for me, that's where it's hanging, baby. But so it's a bit of a shame they didn't like. So I would quite like to do a video of all of them back to back to back. Do you know what I mean? Like the double IPA, the Chubbles enhanced, and then the Chubbles X. I would have liked to have done that, but at the same time, I would probably have shat myself and died live on camera if I'd have drank that much ridiculous beer in one sitting. So it's just as well that they haven't. Yeah, it's weird 'cause I love Polly's because I'm from, obviously they're based in Mold and I'm from Bangor originally. So anything from sort of like North Wales, I instantly sort of gravitate to. And I'm actually going camping quite close to there because they've got a tap room now, haven't they? So I'm going camping quite close to there in a few months' time. So I'll definitely have a wee sort of pilgrimage over to the Polly's tap room. You just never, you only ever really see them in Nottingham now in the supermarkets. You don't really see them in not that many bottle shops or anywhere really get them. What's it called? Keen's Head did get all of them in for their all their birthday beers in, and the triple IPA there was absolutely marvelous. I'm not disputing that was absolutely great. But I don't know, this 12% is going to my head a bit quicker than I thought it would do. I'm sort of like mumbling now and chatting more shite than usual. But yeah, okay. I was willing to give up on. I'll get the rest of that in there. I was kind of willing to give up on quadruple IPAs, to be honest with you. But it's won me back over. I know Northern Monk did a quintuple IPA about 2 years ago. Now, I didn't bother with that because it sounded awful, which is weird because I do love Northern Monk. If they do another one, then I will make sure I get that one on the channel. But I've actually still got that case or keys. I've still got that case. Is it like Fireside or Campfire? It's like a double IPA, but it's like 19%. I've still got a can of that downstairs. So I kind of figured presumably it's going to be like an Eisenbach or something like that, even though it says double IPA on it. I just kind of thought normally hoppy things like that you want to drink as soon as possible so you can keep the what's the word I'm looking at, so you can get all the hops and all the fresh hops and everything like that. But when it's at that sort of level, I just kind of think that is going to keep forever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I should probably do that on the channel sometime. I've still got that here as well, haven't I? Poker Face. That's the 27%er from Brewdog. Yeah, 27%er. I'll do that on the channel as well one day. I bought the what's it called today? The Brewdog hot sauces and rubs. So I am going to be barbecuing this weekend, so I might, if I can get the kit set up. It's at my missus' house. It's not at mine. I might sort of like do some of the Brewdog wings on Saturday night. But you haven't missed out. I've still got it, lad. Don't worry. You can't miss something that was never there to begin with. So yeah, you've not missed any interesting content or witty observations. So don't worry about that. Yeah, it's banging. It's really, really good. It is. I will be definitely buying another can tomorrow because Brewcavern they have just got all of the they've just got the two new Azvecs in. So they've got the Mandarin and coconut and the new scoop, so I'll be getting them up, and I'll probably do them in a live video at some point in the near future as well, because live I don't get as many views, but the watch time goes up, and it's the watch time that I'm struggling with. I don't actually know how many subscribers I have, but it is great, and like it is magic. But let's have a gander. I kind of pride myself on having 2,136 subscribers, which I'm more than happy. That is great. That is fantastic. It's more than I ever thought the channel would get. But a watch time of 93.4 hours, which is awful. The ratio of sort of subscribers to watch time, it means that sort of like I'm putting out enough content to be noticed, but it's so dull and shite that no one wants to watch it. So I'm kind of you can do that. I reckon. Honestly, I said before you came on that I was. I might get another two. I'm definitely getting another one. I might get another two and save one for my Christmas stash. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also never apologize for like not drinking. I didn't drink for January. I think I'm about to do another month of not drinking. You need to do it. Do you know what I mean? Especially like at my age and fucking my size. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to sort of have some time off the booze. But yeah. Yep. Well, it's all the whole boring thing, isn't it? About, oh, they originally added hops to help with the journey from England to India. That's why it's called India Pale Ale. So that's actually how the camera board say it. That's how they say it. They go on stage in front of everybody. Like, is it Roger Protz? Actually, I've met him once, and he was very, very nice. So I'm not gonna, definitely not Roger Protz. They just go up and they say that, don't they? Well, we can probably get another. I'm just going to drink the rest of this. I can't chug this because I've got a lot of Elden Ring I want to be playing after this, and a 12% quad IPA does not good reflexes make, as they often say. Oh. Ah. Mike Bay. I bet you say that to all the beer tubers. Joking aside, though, I am literally the best. Just sort of like, yeah. I do think I shot myself in the foot in the early years by refusing to do supermarket beers. So honestly, when I did that, what was it? Fucking even I've purged it. It's my most watched video, and I've purged it because it was shit. It was the Duvel Citra triple hop. That's the only time I've done a video that isn't like a short or a reel that's had over 1,000 views, and it really, really breaks my heart when I look at that. I'm just like, I remember, I think I talk about this a lot, but I remember when Tom from Neon Raptor, he was in Miami and he was at Tripping Animals, the amazing sort of hoppy brewery. I mean, they probably do other stuff, but I only really know them for hoppy stuff. And he was at Tripping Animals on the Friday. And that Friday, he was given a can off the line of double IPA, and he was literally just given it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're there," and he put it in his bag because he was like coming back the next day. So this came off the line at Tripping Animals in Miami on the Friday. I got it. Tom gave it to me Monday morning. I got it on the channel Monday afternoon. I was the 6th person on earth to tag it in on Untapped, thinking this is the video that's going to blow me up. This is going to be fucking awesome. And I think at the minute it's got about 35 views. It's got about 35 views. So yeah, a beer that was like so fresh off the line. It's never made it into this country. That same day, and this is, I'm going to say the guy's name, but I'm not bad mouthing him at all. So I don't want, don't think this is bad mouthing, because it's obviously it's better. The beer monster that day did a video that was cans of Heineken versus bottles of Heineken to see what the difference in taste was. I think it's about 20,000 views. So it's just sort of like, oh, I hitched myself to the wrong horse early doors there. But yeah. Oh no. So yeah, the power move. My never-ending supply of stuff that's just next to me. I like power move. I can guarantee you that'll be, the supermarket won't have stored that correctly. Obviously I worked at Neon for as long as I did, and I still go. I nearly went to Neon tonight to have a couple of beers, but I decided to come home and record this instead. I'm actually going to Neon for a few beers on Saturday as well. Yeah, I can guarantee you that'll be it. Rob has been, the head brewer has been there for fucking ages. There's no way they'd have let that go through. It would have been a storage issue at the supermarket's end. Yeah, it sucks that it's a drain pour. It really does. But yeah, it tastes great. It tastes very nice. It's arguably one of the best supermarket. It's arguably one of the best supermarket beers. Now that Looper's in the supermarket, though, Full Circle Looper, that's a fucking big beer to make it into the supermarket, and it's still. I've just bought a Full Circle double IPA while I was in Tesco, actually. So yeah. I've just lost it, isn't it? In the last sort of like minute and a half, that was just different tangents talking about shit, like talking about mentioning that I've worked at Neon. I've left Neon a year and a half ago. Get over it, you fucking douchebag, man alive. Oh, Arpus are always great. Morsel Little, yeah, they're always fucking banging as well. Oh, one of their freeze distilled IPA. So I assume that's going to be in the sort of 20% sort of region. Yeah, they do absolutely banging beers. I think I've still got one of their freeze distilled ones from a few years downstairs. I should I might that might be an idea for a video on it. If I could be bothered to carry it all upstairs, if I was to, or maybe just bring this downstairs to the kitchen to do a live video of the stash and just be taking stuff out of the stash. There's just beer everywhere in my house. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, those are empty bottles on top of the fireplace over there. Fucking mirrored. I fucking hate it. Oh, Kingslayer. Yeah, Kingslayer's great. Absolutely banging. Can't go wrong with Buxton anyway, can you? Buxton and Cromarty did this beer a few years ago called Cranachan, the Scottish dessert. To this day, it's the best beer I've ever had. It was just outstanding. Just porridge oats, honey, raspberries. It was just so good. Yeah, go anywhere that does like a Burns night sort of supper, and if they have Cranachan on the menu, then you need it in your life. It is so good. Yeah. Well, see, I'm a Welshman. Do you know what I mean? So I appreciate you, tight thistle-ass bastard. But yeah, it is like one of the only desserts with fruit in that's nice. Oh yeah, there's also loads of cream in it as well. Do you know what I mean? That's the part that I like the most, is the whiskey laced cream. That's like the cream that gets you drunk. That's definitely the best part. Yeah, it's a great dessert. If you've never had Cranachan, I might make that this weekend. I'm off this weekend, so on the barbecue I'm doing pork belly burnt ends on Sunday. That's going to take about 6 or 7 hours, so I'll probably get some chicken wingies on the go as well. I did some chicken wingies last night. I did record it, but I don't know what a recording will look like on this. So let's see how it goes. We'll just do it, innit? Like, we may as well. This is just self-indulgent tripe of the highest order, isn't it? So I don't know how this is going to look, but can you see that? We're just going to get messages up there as well, aren't I? I'll put that there just in case. Vortex Method. They were brushed with a Nottingham hot sauce company called Chili Bob's. I think it was called it was their miso sauce. So it was probably called something like miso spicy or something like that. You know what I mean? Just that borderline pun. So yeah, I fucking love chicken wings. I can't, as much as you think I like chicken wings because I bang on about them so much, I like them even more than I like all the bits of the chicken, to be fair. Chicken wings, all the bits of a chicken, they are just a great. 20 beers for 32 quid. Shit the bed. That's outstanding. Fair income. Enjoy. DW, same initials as me. Although I have got an A in the middle of mine, so door. It is odd, that thing where sort of like 20 beers for 32 quid. I was watching someone do a beer unboxing video a few months ago now, and I think he got something like 35 beers for like 60 quid. And the comment section were literally things like, "They saw you coming, mate." That is in daylight robbery for that. It's like, is that daylight robbery? Where are you getting your beers from? I've only had chicken hearts once. I had them I think it was at like a teppanyaki sort of the grill sticks type thing. I thought they were nice enough. Yeah, they were nice enough. But I love offal, like, as in liver, heart, sort of. I've never tried tripe, which is weird because like tripe is like a Nottingham dish, which Nottingham's where I'm based these days. And these days, like pretty much since '94, I've lived in Nottingham, or Nottingham, and yeah, I've never tried tripe, but liver, kidneys, trotter, cheeks, all those sort of like cheaper cuts, I've always loved. But yeah, I have had chicken hearts, and I thought they were very nice. Duck hearts are nicer, but again, it's not something that I eat a lot of. Do you know, I'm not that bougie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like just out there eating hearts all night. Although the place where I ate a lot of that stuff at a younger age was a restaurant in Nottingham called Hearts. but HARTS. It's my first ever job back when I was 16, and yeah, and I got to try a lot of delicious food at a very young age. Well, I say young, very young, 16, and yeah, and I've liked wanky food and wanky beer and wanky wine and wanking ever since. So yeah, they taught us a lot in those training days, especially the ones about wanking. It's a true story. Oh, okay. I'm definitely feeling a little. I'm feeling a little buzz off of this. That's good. I have enjoyed that. That has been very, very nice indeed. Is anyone else in the comments? Any of you five have any preferred offal that you like, or do you not like offal at all? Do you think it's awful? I don't. I think it's great. Yeah. Don't like. I don't eat fargois. Just like not. Yeah, it's just gross in it. Just like how they make it, and it's just pretty grim. Like I know eating any sort of meat means you probably shouldn't have an ethical problem with steak and kidney pie. Now that is a banger. Oddly enough, to be fair, Funky Skunk, I love vegetarian food. I've just bought. There was a vegan website a couple of years ago called Thug Kitchen, and they just like it was just so funny. Like, and the food all looked incredible, and it was just really well written. And like the tagline was "Eat like you give a fuck," and it would just be things like "Take 3 motherfucking grams of quinoa," and it was all stuff like that, and it was brilliant. And then when the book came out, it had the authors in the back, but it was obviously written as if it was like in the style of some sort of like gun-toting South Central LA sort of gangster. But it was actually all done by two sort of like very, very white middle-class people. And so it just sort of like ruined the illusion completely and brought in questions of casual racism as well. But I don't think that takes away from the recipes. So I do like vegetarian food. Are you one of these weird vegetarians who doesn't like goat's cheese? Because I know about 3 people who are vegetarians who don't eat goat's cheese or mushrooms, not through allergies or anything like that. They just don't like mushrooms or goat's cheese. And I just want to be like, what is it you eat then? Like, isn't because you know, pasta can only get you so far. Goat's cheese, banging. Mushrooms, banging. And there's loads of other vegetarian foods as well. Seitan, I used to be quite good at making seitan a few years ago. We used to have a seitan burger on a menu at the place I worked at, and well, I still do work at. But yeah, yeah, good, good, good. Everyone likes cheese. Oh yeah, I remember you said you were veggie like, but yeah, I do like discovering different things. You know, it's like I'm not very good at making veggie food or vegan food in the grand scheme of things. So if I go out, I'm more likely to have something off the vegetarian. Do you know what I mean? Like off the starters, like on the main course, then I'm having the goriest shit that they've got on there. But on a starter, yeah, a mushroom fricassee. Yes, I'd love that. Thank you very much indeed. No, I don't want the beef tartare. That sounds fucking awful because it's raw meat with an egg on it. Raw meat with an uncooked egg on it. It tartare is just about the biggest, wankiest thing that I can imagine. Like even I would eat a bowl of ramen before I would eat fucking tartare. It is like I at least see a point in ramen. Like if only for the fact that it means people with no personality can have a favorite fucking food. But tartare can get in the fucking sea. It is just the grossest thing. Oh, I'm making some dinner. Would you like any? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What is it? What is it you're making? It's raw beef with salt, uncooked egg, and toast. Fuck off. No, I don't want to eat that. I never want to eat that. In fact, I never want to eat food again knowing that that exists. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like beef tartare. Like I wouldn't have it like as a starter personally. Have squid or something. Do you know what I mean? Like caramelized onion tart. Now that's a That's a starter. Ideally with a drop of goat's cheese on top. Yeah. This isn't a beer review channel. This is just me talking shit and the same shit all the time. Like I did that ramen bit of one video ago. I didn't even have a break in between it. And I do this part in every video as well, and no one watches, and I do the same thing all the time. Oh, wait, there we go. That's a good question. If I could compare a beer to beef tartare, what would the beer be? It wouldn't be a beer as such. It would be a style of beer. So that is a great question, and I have an answer for it, but I've never thought about it like this. But it is actually it would be if beef tartare was a style of beer, it would be mild. Doesn't need to exist. It's not the 1800s anymore. Things have moved on. We can have other things, better things. So why does this still exist? Mild is shite, and it's only sort of like hipsters and old men who are about to die who keep it going. And the same as beef tartare. It's young wanky chefs and oligarchs. They're the only people who like mild and beef tartare. I hate beef tartare. I hate mild. Yeah, I've got a beard hair in my mouth. That really took away from the point of what I was trying to do then, like the passion that I was trying to show, because it just made me look like there. It's ridiculous, making me look like a fucking asshole. But yeah, no, you don't love mild. No one loves mild. People like saying they like mild because they think they should. Mild is awful. Oh, what's going on here? So like the god of mild is fucking punishing me. Oh, good wings. Everyone. Okay, everyone's pretending to like mild now. At least MB's got my back. Unless he likes mild. What sauce you hitting on those wings? Because that's very important. I need to know that. Barbecue, spicy. There is no wrong answer unless it's some sort of like mild ramen tartar flavor sauce. That almost certainly doesn't exist. That product almost certainly doesn't exist. And if it does, I'm not buying it because it sounds shite. Or I am buying it and marketing it, and it's mine, and none of you can have it because there's loads of idiots out there who would buy it. I'll tell you what, this is great. It gets you really, really drunk off of one can. I drink this all the time. I'm quad IPA guy now. That's all I drink. Chubsies X. Favorite dish to cook with the least hassle but big reward. It is probably there's this thing that I make for me and my missus quite a lot, and it's just, do you like polenta? It's just like polenta with like loads of butter, loads of parmesan. So it's not like hard. So it's like the texture of mashed potato. So polenta, loads of polenta with loads of butter, loads of parmesan, and then just with some chorizo that's been just fried in just so the fat renders out, and then throw some prawns in, and then pile that on top. It takes about 10 minutes to make. You can do it in 2 pans, and it is absolutely delicious. It is one of my favorite things. I'd probably have it. It's not so much something to eat in the summer. It's definitely something to eat more in sort of the colder months, but I can have that 3 times a week easily. Yeah, I love polenta. I thought a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are fucking pang. I love cheeseburgers. You don't get a sweet gut like that by not liking cheeseburgers. Well, I'm not going to lie to you all. That was an absolutely belter of a beer. Well, you don't want to take too many big mouthfuls of it though, because that hot burn is still definitely there. I'd kind of forgotten about it because I've been having. Here we go. Disco loves his burgers. We know that. What a fucking lad. But yeah, that is an absolute banger of a. Well, it's the best. It's the best quadruple IPA I've ever had. But again, for those who haven't been watching from the beginning, that's because quadruple IPAs are normally fucking awful. So someone thought, yeah, chili is great. Yeah, chili's one of those things as well that like I can. Oh, he's still here, isn't he? I forgot about that. Yeah, doesn't like his tippers. Does our disco? Yeah, chili's like one of those things that like I could just eat a whole bowl of it, and if someone afterwards was like, "There was no meat in that," I'd be like, "I didn't notice." Do you know what I mean? Like it's so good. Like just keep on bringing it. I like it with like nachos as well, not just rice, chips, jacket spuds. I mean, I'll do a big rant about Spudman in my next video. I think he's meant. That's it. That's the rant. I think he's meant. I know I am. Yeah. Well, I did it. The thing is, though, Simmer, you missed a whole thing about that. It was because normally when I do like a normal beer review, I'll get maybe 60 to 70 views, and my view time will go up by nothing. I do one of these, it'll go up by 10 hours. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the future. This is how it's done. I don't have to piss about with as much editing like I was editing anyway. But yeah, all of it. I was originally thinking of going live tomorrow night, but I am also thinking that's Friday night is Simo's time to shine, isn't it? So I can't really compete with that powerhouse because he knows how to get other people onto his. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching. If you haven't had it yet, you need it in your life. You need it in your stash. Chubbles X. It is an absolute belter of a quad IPA. Best quad IPA I've had. And yeah, I'm going to get going now. I'm almost probably still just going to go live later on anyway. Not later on tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I love you all. It's super, super appreciated. And if you're not already liked and subscribe and do that. And I'll see you all later. Yeah, take care of yourselves. In a bit. Yeah. Bye.